Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Mark. I want to welcome you again today for our webinar series, Opportunities and Challenges of Going Digital in 2021. I have today a special guest, Mary Pauls. She's an entrepreneur and a social digital enthusiast, and she's helping Modere as a brand to go online and to grow. Mary, welcome, and thank you for being here with me today.
Thank you, Mark. It is my pleasure. I am so delighted to be here. I'm standing up. I've let my hair down and I'm ready to go.
You just look great, Mary. Don't worry at all.
Thank you.
So,
Appreciate it.
so just for our audience, I knew Mary probably 3 years ago. We met when I went down to the chamber in Barrington Passage, right? And we tried to do a presentation to the chamber. So Mary is a banker or used to be a banker, and then at some point you decided to have a career shift, right? And you came back from Barrington Passage to the Halifax area. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself briefly so that the audience would know who you are, and then probably we'll dive directly into the topic, how you decided to make a career shift and how the digital environment is really helping you to do this.
Hi, everyone. Mary Pauls Live. You are in my kitchen today in Waverly, Nova Scotia, and that's in Canada. I say that because you know what? It is the World Wide Web. So never take it for granted that everyone is in your neighborhood or on your street. So yeah, Mark and I met. It was a pleasure to meet you at the Barrington Passage Chamber of Commerce. And what a great chamber they are. They really like each other. They help each other. I learned a lot from them, and a lot of chambers can really mirror themselves after that. I've been on other chamber boards as well. Mark came in and presented to us one night, and he traveled with his wife and family all the way from Halifax. And I thought, wow, that's amazing. And, spent the evening, I believe, in Yarmouth, and we met. And I was so impressed with Mark. I thought, you know what, I'm going to invite him over to the credit union where I was a business development manager in a small digital cashless branch that is doing amazing. And I really enjoyed that opportunity to meet the locals there and learn all about the lobster industry of Canada. So if you don't know, Barrington Passage in just a few hours from Halifax is the lobster capital of Canada. And that's where Mark and I met. And Mark, there's one thing from that night that really impressed me is that I always wanted to meet someone that created their own app, and you created the White Lobster. Yes. And I thought, I want to invite you over to my branch, have a cup of tea or coffee, because it was a small Wi-Fi branch, and just introduce you to some of the neighbors. I brought you over to a jewelry shop, and I believe I brought you over to Jameson's auto body shop. Like I brought you around to some of the experts just in the neighborhood to introduce you. And that's where we became friends, really. And we've met a few times with my partner, Derek, right in Halifax, downtown Halifax. And we always make time to have coffee and jam.
Yes, definitely. At some point, I always believe that when you meet people, it's not only about business, right? It's about like, if business happens or not, friendship is there forever. So this is great. And as you said, like you were in the banking industry, but you were also in the digital bank, right? You had a digital branch, so you were not really very far from the digital world. And then one day you just said, you know what, I am having a career shift. I am trying to change my lifestyle. So tell me a little bit, what triggered this, right? So how did you decide to move from a banker working with a great establishment with a great brand, and then you said, you know what, I'm doing my own thing?
Well, it's a great question. And, sometimes people plant a seed in your life and it doesn't bloom. till later on. And I remember I worked for Scotiabank, downtown Water Street in St. John's, Newfoundland. And my district vice president at the time said to me, you know, and the staff, you need to find what you're passionate about and find a way to make money. So you need to do what you're passionate about and find a way to make money. And I thought, And I mean, I've always loved my banking career because it's connected me to many people, and sales and marketing and customer service. Those are, you know, transferable talents and gifts and assets to any team in business. And when he planted that seed, it just started to bloom. And I thought, I'm social.
Okay.
Everyone knows that. I get that from my mom. She loves technology. She's in her 80s and she can make friends in a moment. And I've never had a problem making friends. So I sat down one day and I thought, I love being social. I am definitely connected with great trainers like yourself and mentors and people that can teach me and that are the experts at the things I don't need. But what I am an expert at is relationship building. I have the ability to be trusted because that's who I am. That's who I've always been. And that allows me to build relationships. And then the rest of the technology piece, I bring them to people like you. I bring them to other mentors, and I'm able to, like, it's not all about me. I'm just like a piece of the puzzle. So I sat down with my partner and I said, you know what? I really, really, really love social media. You know, I have to find a way to make this happen for me in my life, because we love to travel. And I know it's a different time right now, but like, people are in transition and hitting reset. So I can take my phone, I can take my iPad. Right now, my phone is sitting on my iPad, and they can go right in my purse, and I can jump on a flight and I can go see my mom once the bubble opens. And I'm able to still conduct myself and do training and help people and give them the information about the products that I'm into, which is Modere Canada. I'm a social retail marketer. And all that means is you shop in my store online for all your day-to-day supplies, you know, things like toothpaste, shampoo, right? Like, yes, we have a weight loss system, but that's just one piece of the puzzle. Like, we have all collagen products and things like that. So I found a way to open that store 24/7, get major training from, I'm in boot camps and groups all over the place. It's not all Modere.
Let me ask you about this, because this is interesting. You talked about mentors, and so tell me a little bit more, like, how this mentorship is working online, like how they are really helping you in shaping your business or even shaping your knowledge in the digital environment.
Okay, so that's a great question. So with my leaders, like last night, I was going to take an evening and go see someone at 7 o'clock. But then I thought, I don't want to get tied up at 7 and not be able to get back, because I have excellent training coming in from a top leader at 8 o'clock and I don't want to be late. I'm excited about the training. So I am Zoom, like I'm in, you know, when I say Zoom, I hope people know what that is all about, or FaceTime, or like yesterday I had a conference with one of the leaders just on a phone call. That's okay too. Sometimes it's text. It's all the digital equipment. So last night, Justin Prince, which is the top guy with Modere, offered his training to our, you know, young new social marketers coming on. And it was just like a gift, you know, 2021, like some of that stuff, you know. There was a boot camp I ended last week with another group of ladies, entrepreneurs and millionaires all over the world. Yeah. And, you know, at the end of the boot camp, they want 20 grand, right, to continue on. Yeah. Well, that's a big ticket item, you know. Probably, you know, some of the CEOs have that in their budget for their staff, but like, I'm a solopreneur right now. So I'm like, 20 grand. Ooh, I think I'm going to go try to find, you know, my way around this a bit. And so as a gift, Justin Prince last night, which if you're watching, Justin, that was just like amazing. So he set up a studio just for us in a private group to share his knowledge. And he doesn't know it all either, but like, it's just, I know what I know, and I'm connected to a great team of girls and guys all around my neighborhood. We're going to have a conference on February 25th. And I'm looking for people that want to learn with me. I don't like to do this alone.
Yeah.
You know, one of my cousins joined with me last night, Susan and I mean, we're first cousins. We're the same age. We want to travel together. We want to have fun together. I don't want to do this alone. I want to share my joy. And, you know, even with the weight loss groups, like, do you want to lose weight? Do you just want the products and lose weight? That's okay too. But do you want to lose weight and make money? You know, let me show you the way. So
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Of course, you know, the thing is that we always need to do something that we really enjoy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's not worth it. So, you know, again, I am very intrigued, and this is why I am trying to ask you as many questions as possible. So please bear with me.
Sure.
So the question is, you're not really coming from a technology background or digital background. So, and I heard that one of the solutions which you found were that mentorships and mentor and programs. But let me ask you the question to go back a little bit, one step back. What were your key challenges in the digital world, right? Which when you decided that I am going online, I want to go online, my business is now digital, and then one day something should trigger and say, oh my God, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what are these challenges and how are you trying to overcome them, or how you already overcame them?
Yeah, so my major word for this year is focus. And it's hard to focus right now. Like every time I pick up my phone, I might have someone coming in on a message, or I'm trying to head to an app, or I'm going after a lead, you know, where somebody needs my help or whatever. And so really focus is my word, and everybody has their word for the year. And basically I've had to self-develop.
Okay.
So like if you want to go down this road with me and you want to be successful, you've got to put your time in. Yeah, you can sit side by side with me. You are most welcome to come have tea at my house, sit in my office. I will teach you whatever, but you still have to be able to put the time and energy in. This doesn't just happen overnight. As you know, like in my background from years ago with my partner, I had a communications company. He was the talent, and I was developing talents. And I was, you know, one day I was like in a studio writing commercials. And then I realized, wow, I actually have a creative side. I didn't think I was in the lineup when the gifts were being given out, but it was good. And next thing I'm singing on jingles, and you know, I'm behind a television camera, and I'm recording hockey players. And now I got to get it to the Videotron by 6 o'clock to get it on the hockey trom down at the stadium and stuff. So like my background was learning from everyone. I'm a little bit and a piece of everyone, and I've traveled and I've moved around a lot. And I just feel like all of my banking experience is being used right now.
Okay.
You want to be learning and partnering with someone you can trust that was a banker. One thing, if you go to work at a bank, you know, you're going to have a credit check. You're going to have a criminal check. You're going to be checked out psychologically, like, you know, all these things. These are all good things. That you want to make sure they're bonded and things like that. You know, I am trusted right now with taking people's orders and not selling them something that they don't need. So my gift now is to deliver information and education. And Justin Prince said that last night. I mean, that's my major job. I have to figure out, how can I help you? Is it BioCell that you need because you're suffering with mobility issues? Like I'm recovering from a knee injury and an ankle. And so I still go to the chiropractor. He's awesome. And so, but now I'm doing BioCell, which is collagen to help me. But that's just me. So someone else, like I'm in touch with people, even in my neighborhood now, that I don't know, but I know where they live because I'm meeting them online. It's amazing. And some of them are lonely. So if you're lonely and you don't need money, but you want to have an identity, I can help you with that. I got to know about them. So you build a relationship instead of just, you know, yes, I have products and you can buy them and you can come and go, but it's bigger than that. And the people that I'm looking for, I'm on a rock star radar looking for my team. And I want people that are not lazy. I want people that I can trust as well. I want people that are willing to grow and are not going to say, oh, I can't do the training. I can't put the time in. I just, it's not happening. Well, we can all do that. All of my experience in communications and banking and all the things that I've done have helped me along the way.
Very good.
Another thing I have to give full credit to is I had a coach in Florida. Her name is Fallon Zoe, and her gift is to teach ladies digital technology in a private group, in a private setting. And she challenges you to go live for the first 30 days. And let me tell you, people might look and say, oh, that looks easy or whatever. You turn the button on and get going with it, right? And then once you are comfortable, it's to cut it back to 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, when you invited me to do this, I'm like, well, I go 2 or 3 minutes, but I don't know if I could do a half an hour, right? So, and then you and I chat, and it's like an hour gone by, but it's scary. It's, it's stepping outside the box and putting yourself out there, but once you do it, you should be proud and grow.
Of course.
Yeah.
So from what you said, I am retaining a couple of keywords. First of all, if someone wants to go digital and have a career shift, we are talking about focus, right? So people need to be focused. Then also you mentioned something that you are a banker, so you have some, I will say, financial literacy. So it's important for any new entrepreneur to have some financial literacy as well, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all about the numbers, right?
E-commerce,
We're doing this so that we are profitable. And then definitely if they don't have this kind of financial literacy, they need to surround themselves with people who might help them, like bankers, accountants, bookkeepers, experts, consultants, right?
Absolutely.
And also what I am retaining from what you said is that you still need to have the drive to do something that you love, right?
Yes.
That you should be happy and surround yourself with people also who are going to cheer you up, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this question, because I probably saw it in my life and some others also that definitely faced it. Have you ever faced someone who told you, oh, you cannot do it, oh, this is a bad idea, oh, you know what, I don't understand why you left the corporate world to go as an entrepreneur in this, tough market? Did you have this kind of people around you, or some of them who have this negative vibes telling you, no, you cannot do it, instead of yes, you can?
I think we all do. Yeah. I don't think you have to look any further than even your own family at times. And that can be lonely because they're like, wait, now what's going on? If like I come from a family where, they went into one career and maybe one house for many years and things like that. Well, I'm not the black sheep, but I've moved around a lot, and but when I talk about it with my partner, he's like, but that's the beauty of it. Like, you've traveled and moved and you adapt. And so I'm totally adaptable. Okay. I'm totally flexible. I'm totally, like, if I'm on a call, because, if you get on a call to make an order, sometimes I could be on Uconnect in my Jeep on the move. People don't know. And someone sends me a message. Well, I get on and do it right now, like on the go. So I might be on hold for a while. I might be disconnected. I might have to put up with all those nuances, right? So it's just like, have the patience and bear with it. But no, some people will judge you, of course. And they'll say, I don't know, that seems a bit risky, but you know what, when you're in your groove and you are doing what you love, something clicks with you, and you know what, I'm on the right path. And right now, even like, I have other people behind the scenes that you don't know about that are saying, could you help me with this? Well, you know what, I have the flexibility that, I can help you with that. It's nothing to do with Modere Canada, but I can help you. I'm resourceful. And I can help you with the education I have, and whatever I don't know, I can connect you with Mark Circa. He can hook you up, because Mark, here's the thing, like, your attention to detail blows my mind. and you have helped some of my business clients.
Yes.
So if you're out there and you're watching this live and you're frozen in time because of COVID, and you didn't go after the grants, and you didn't know how they worked, and you were late, but the bank never got back to you, or, you know, I mean, I grew up in the bank, and then I ended up with the credit union, and I love the credit union. I love the culture. It was just amazing to work alongside such a great management team, for one thing, and they really, really, really care about you. So if you missed out on those opportunities and you don't have a relationship with your banker or whatever, reach out to Mark. Mark helps people market and boost their business and whatever, and you meet people where they are, because you understand not everyone has a master's degree, right?
Yeah, thank you, Mary. Actually, yeah, this is definitely something that I was really happy to do when you connected me with some of your clients who really needed some help in the digital environment as well, and we moved forward, and it was really a great pleasure. So, and why I ask you this question, because again, I consider myself as well as an entrepreneur. I've been building my company and my brand for many years. And also I face this kind of comments by like, no, you cannot do it. Why you don't continue and go and work and have a salary and be employed and let other worry about the business. And all what I am saying is that it's the drive, right? It's the drive, and it's the commitment, and it's the ambition, which is great. And when you go digital, and this is where I am trying to make the link and the bridge, especially in this pandemic and in this crisis where everybody went digital, we started having an overcrowding in the digital environment, right? So everybody is online, right? Everybody is having webinars like the ones which I am having right now with you. So what is making others pick and choose? And my question to you is that what are the tools, the digital tools that you are using for your own career shift and for your own new business that is trying to push the customers or your potential customers and viewers and followers on social network to say, I want to follow Mary and I don't want to follow X, Y, or Z. So can you share with us a little bit this kind of experience?
Yeah, I'm lucky to be with Modere Canada. I'm 100% all in on the products, collagen. I'm not really for needles and Botox and all that. I'm more of a natural girl. But I mean, I appreciate that someone looks fabulous and they've done all that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not judging anyone in any way. If you got the money and the know-how and you want to go that route, but more natural works better for me. But I happen to be with a fabulous company that I have to share a secret. They do it all for us.
Okay.
They feed us. So if you're going to jump on my team, I can have you on in like 10 minutes. Okay. Easy breezy, under $100. You can join. I can't make you succeed. That's up to you. But what Modere Canada has done, they take care of the e-commerce piece. It's all, it's all done for us. The taxes are paid for your products. So I don't have to worry about that. My responsibility is to keep all my receipts for tax time and to, not lose anything and not try to put anything in that's not correct. But the training is all done for us. Okay. I'm spoon fed. They have developed a system, that I'm building a residual business, and they really have done a fabulous job to bring on people and train them and build you up and lift you where you want to be, whatever that is. It could be a customer sharing a code and getting credits for their products, or it could be people like me that go, you know what, I want to go all the way. Okay. And it has nothing to do with background or age or anything. And they're really outstanding in their field. However, I don't just stay in there either. I also am looking to people like you. You and I have a relationship, and I have a relationship with a lot of commercial clients, as you know, because I've been in this area for a while, and even in the Barrington, Yarmouth area and things like that. So I'm resourceful. So I'll pool my resources. And if you're not available, I might go to the next one. But with this company that I'm with, I am honored because they've done a great job. They've done the marketing, and we just have to personalize it every day and things like that. So it's taken the fear out.
Okay.
And so now the secret's out. So now if you want to jump on.
Actually, this is a good, I would say,
Yeah.
case study for us today, because technically you have, in a way, two streams for entrepreneurs. You have the extremely hard way, which is starting everything from scratch by yourself, or I would say going the hard way, because honestly there is no easy way. So this is why I don't say it's the hard way or the easy way. So it's either the extremely hard way or the just hard way, where you are doing it, where you are partnering with a brand, or we are associating yourself with the company that is already there in the digital space, and you are just taking a part of it and trying to carve your way, if you want, into this world and digital world. And this comes back to the tools that they give you, the e-commerce platform. Actually they can give you lots of do's and don'ts, right?
Absolutely. You know, I can go on live and I can reach the world and I can talk about a product or whatever, but it's really the activity behind the scenes that turn those actions and activities into sales, right?
Yes.
Because I'm not doing it for any other reason. Let's face it. I mean, I want to, you know, I'm in this to win, and to win is to, you know, to make money, and to make lots, not just for me, but it's so nice, you know, when you go into training and you realize that the leaders have given back to orphanages, and, you know, we have charity program, Mineral Angels, and we do all kinds of great things, and trips, you know, experience trips each year for the leaders to bond, and everyone's doing their own thing. But like, it's not just to make the money. You have to have money to, you know, just to survive in this world. But when you can make and help others, and even help them with their health and help them feel better through weight loss, which, you know, myself and my partner are doing right now, for our own health reasons, not for anything else. Just, my goodness, like, you know, it's 2021, and
Yeah.
I think we better take a look at this, right? And we're having so much fun, and we're in a Lean 30 group. So in the Lean 30 group, people come on there and they do before and after pictures.
Yes.
They take their products. You're encouraged to download the app, which is MyFitnessPal, which, you know, is a free app. It's fabulous. Tracks your steps, you know, do your measurements or not. But I mean, we are. And then weigh in and, you know, celebrate your successes so you're not alone.
Okay.
Because a lot of people have been alone during this time. And you don't need to be alone. Like, I'm here looking for you if you have the drive, but I can't give you drive.
That's true. That's true. I just want to remind all the followers who are now with us live on Zoom or on Facebook. You can ask your questions on Zoom on the Q&A session or a window. And if you are live on Facebook on my own profile, you can ask questions in the messaging box. So please, if you have any questions around how to do a career shift, or you have specific questions for Mary. Now, Mary, I want to ask you to tell us one more secret, if possible.
Another secret.
I love getting secrets. So we were talking about, like, they tell you the do's and don'ts and they train you. I am not asking for the corporate secret, but can you share with our viewers one or two don'ts, like things that you shouldn't do online? Like, what are the key directives or recommendations that you were told not to do in the digital world and not to do online, so that you don't, I don't want to use the word scare your audience, but so that you don't create the disconnect, or they become less interested in you as a person, because technically you are the one who is pushing this kind of services, and then with the brand. Can you share with us, like, one or two things that we shouldn't do at all online?
Yeah, it's key. So, well, there's many things. You don't want to just blast someone's messenger box. They could be going through a death in their family. They could be suffering through COVID, and you didn't look on their Facebook or whatever, and you're just blasting at them. So that's a no-no. Another thing is, you know, you'll see on my Facebook more than ever as I learn and grow up. Will I ever grow up? you know, that we might put a spoon with our product in it, but not really have our label on it to get your attention. So it's curiosity posting.
Okay.
Then I have a page called Mary's Favorite Things, and I can take you in there and I can blast you with videos on products, you know, information if you want to study every ingredient. If that's your personality, I get it. If you want to look and see every ingredient or whatever, we're a live clean product company, and we take pride in that. And so, and some people really are that detailed and they want to go through it and, you know, think about it overnight and what have you. We can do that. So on my Facebook page, Mary Jo Pauls, if you want to add, I take a look at who you are before I add you. That's only proper. I mean, cyber security is a big thing as well.
This is a great point. We'll talk about it later. Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. Absolutely. And again, as a banker, you know, we were tested all the time. Something would come to us in an email or catch us off guard. And if we opened it up, we had homework to do because now we failed, right? And it can happen to anyone. You could be busy and you see an email, that's a no-no. So your IT guy is going to be all over that. Same thing. You have to be careful who you let into your location and who you let into your life and who you let into Facebook. And so I take great pride in now doing curiosity posting to attract you to me. I'm not for everyone, but you know what? I can hook you up with people. You know, no, not everyone likes everyone. I get that. And so, but if you are interested in the product and what have you, I can put you over in Mary's favorite things in that group. And that page is all about all the Modere products and all the ingredients, all the stuff that's going on. And if you want to poke around in there for hours, every day I'll be adding to that. So it's to bring you over there in a safe group. And if I go live in there, it'll be all about the product, but you don't have to listen to it on my regular Facebook page, right? But I struggle with it though, Mark, because it's like your old habits want you to like blast it out on your regular page. I'm also into Instagram as well and other things. And I'm a Twitter, you know, whatever. I don't really post on Twitter, but I'm in looking around and I love all of the platforms. But it's really to build curiosity. And if you're attracted to me, meet you where you are and help you. I'm just trying to help figure out what I have for you to help you. And I have those things. So it's just the match.
Yeah, so that's great. You know, what you said is very important, and we see it as a pattern, is that, and this is a recommendation for everyone who's trying to go online and to get an audience online and in the digital world, is that you have your corporate profile or corporate page. So don't use it and abuse it. Be very selective. But as Mary said, you can create a second group, and then you can invite people to join the group. And then once they are in, right, like they are opting in, they are deciding to be part of your world. This is where all the sales pitch and all the details and the bombarding them with information is allowed in this group. But outside of this group, we need to be very careful about not to invade the privacy of your audience. You know, I can give you my personal experience. I don't know why all of a sudden in the second half of 2020 and early 2021, I received probably every day 10 or 15 unsolicited emails from experts around the world. All of a sudden, everybody became an SEO expert. Everybody checked my webpage and they said that it is not optimized and that I need to optimize it and I need to redesign it. So everybody became a web designer and an SEO expert. And all of a sudden on LinkedIn, I am flooded by messages that people, you know, honestly and genuinely, they want me to grow and to see my business grow. And they want me to reach out to different customers on LinkedIn through their services. And this is a sales pitch that is unsolicited. And there's nothing more, how to say it softly, awful than receiving these unsolicited messages that are so not personalized, other than saying Dear Mark instead of Dear Mary. And this is something that we need to be very careful about, right? And I think this is what probably in the do's and don'ts, everybody is saying, like, don't do that. right?
Yes.
Honestly, I am going to put a post on LinkedIn very soon. Anyone who's trying to sell me something, they need to buy from me first. If they buy from me first, I buy from them. And this is going to be my resolution, my LinkedIn resolution in 2021.
Well, LinkedIn is, I just watched Oprah just interviewed the CEO of LinkedIn, and he's quite a nice dude, and his survey from the staff, they absolutely love him. Yeah. But LinkedIn now has gone into story and live and all that, so people are trying to find their way in there as well. And I often meet people, like I joined LinkedIn years ago because I did a seminar, because I try to reach out and self-develop as much as I can. There's all kinds of resources around town. I went to Job Junction one time and did a Facebook and LinkedIn seminar. And some people don't know about LinkedIn, just like some people don't know about Strategy Up and Mark Zerka. I don't get it. But, you know, like if I'm here now in this area, and I absolutely like full marks to the Barrington Chamber of Commerce. You know, a lot of people in that area didn't really even know that, hey, if you have a business, they're there to support you. They want you to join. And really, they have all these things that they do for young entrepreneurs. They want them to come back to the community and things like that. It's no different in St. John's, Newfoundland. It's no different in Halifax. So if you're a business owner, get a hold to the Chamber of Commerce and join.
Yeah,
join.
Exactly.
It's worth it.
That's really good. And then you mentioned cybersecurity, and I want to ask you, what do you recommend for anyone who's trying to go on in the digital environment, how to protect themselves from the fake accounts, from people asking them, you know, all these scams to pay money or the promise of money? How do you avoid all this? Do you have any secret or a secret sauce or a formula for that?
You have to be careful.
Okay.
I was working on my favorite things the other day, and I noticed something just didn't look right. But if you put your finger over and hover over something, Facebook will say, does this look like spam? Do you want to report this or whatever? And they'll take care of it within seconds. They are fabulous that way. You know, it's no different than if you sell something on Facebook Marketplace. You have to be careful. I have to be careful as a woman going live. So it's different when I'm with my partner or a group, or we're at a conference with the girls or whatever. But like if I'm out going live, I have to be careful as a woman.
Yes.
And so I will never hit the share button on me going live until I'm out of the area or locked in my car.
Yes.
I learned that a long time ago, but I come from a police background, right?
Oh my God,
so my
I
dad
didn't
was
know
a city police. Yeah. So gosh, I was just thinking of that now. Right? I grew up with all the boys, and so my brother is a retired city police now over in Newfoundland as well with the RNC. But so we can't be careful enough. So if somebody's trying to buy something from you on Facebook Marketplace or on your Facebook or anything, kind of check them out a bit. And if your flag goes up, pay attention. You're going to make mistakes. Sometimes you're going to have a good person come in and you're going to say, I wasn't feeling it, so I blocked them. You know, if you don't know how to block someone, ask somebody to help you.
Yeah.
Ask somebody, where do I block them? So here's something. Like I have family in California and high out there, you know, and things like that. And so, and young ones coming up, and they can help you. They can help you to learn one thing at a time. But here's the thing, when you get hacked, and I know this from banking. So, and I was always close with the IT guys because they have your best interests at heart, right? With a bank or even, you know, anything that they're doing. It's a tough job that they do, and it's ever changing. And fraud never goes away. I used to work with fraud as well, right? So commercial fraud is like, you got to have your antennas up all the time. If you get hacked, hackers go in, and the first thing that they do is they start changing all your security questions so that if you go to change anything, you don't know what the answer is, and then you're messed up. 100%. So you have to like shut down, deactivate, you know, change your passwords. If you think something's going on, even with your bank card, get a new bank card. get a new PIN number, right? It's like,
100%. You,
right?
you know, I have an advice for our viewers about how to also be careful online. Most of us right now with the pandemic are in a way working from home.
Mhm.
And many of us are going live sometimes. And then when you are tagging a place, you are sometimes saying that you are broadcasting from home. And guess what? You shouldn't do that, because all of a sudden you are exposing the privacy of your house to the internet. People would know where you live. People, not only people, your customers will know where you live. Your suppliers will know where you live. And imagine you owe money to a supplier, right? Now they know where to find you, right? So, and even like an unhappy customer, for example. So
Mhm.
you need to be very careful. And sometimes I see it and I just like say, oh my God, what they are doing. How can you broadcast and tag the location of your own house or home or apartment that is very private? And not because we're doing business from home, it
Mhm.
should be now a public information, right? And this is opening the door. And you know, especially Mary, now like you have a very plain background,
Mhm.
but I mean, like we cannot
On
see what you
purpose.
have around. Exactly. Some
Mhm.
others, like sometimes they are sitting in a fancy office, home office, or a fancy home with all the accessories. So people would see the value that you have at home. And guess what? You are inviting people to break in at some point.
Mhm.
They know now the location. They know if you have money or not. They know what to look for. They have the images. They know where to enter. They have already the footprint and the floor plan. So you need to be very careful. And this is something that we always advise everybody to make sure that you are looking at this small things that are
Mhm.
helping you from being from any cyber attack, and then later any physical attack as well. This is extremely important, Mary. So thank you
Mark, I
for
think that
mentioning.
would be a great another segment for you. And you know, bank fraud is one thing, but just your own cybersecurity with going social. I'm trying to
Yes,
say too many
yes.
S words. So, social marketers, you still have to be careful.
Mhm.
You, and when I say ladies too, I don't just, guys have to be careful as well. It's just ladies are all generally pretty kind of careful, not as risky, and pay attention to those red flags. If you don't know how to block or you don't know what to do, ask and find out.
Yes.
Find out what to do and get help. And absolutely, it's very important in my mind.
100%, 100%. Mary, we are almost, you were afraid how to speak for so 20, 30 minutes. It's already 43 minutes. And I think we have lots of things to talk about. But unfortunately, we need to start wrapping up the discussion, right? And my last question to you is, now that you went into this journey of doing a career shift, and we understand how difficult it is, right? And probably it's not the best economic environment to say, yes, I am diving into that. Do you have any final recommendations? Or if I can ask you, if you are to think about it again, would you do it again? Or would you say, no, you know what? I'm going back where I was before?
No, I think the people that know me know that I've let my hair down. I've had my hair pinned up for a long time. Right? I did that on purpose because I probably will put it up now in a minute. But um, if I'm still there,
Yes,
okay,
yes, yes. Go ahead.
okay, good. Because something's gone crazy on my screen. But anyways, if you can still hear me and see me, that's fine.
Yes.
I've let my hair down, and that's for a reason. I'm in a really safe, confident, beautiful environment. I love what I do. I just want to help others. I don't want to do it alone. So if you feel like, how could I ever do that? I'll help and show and do whatever I can to help someone else grow and to do what I'm doing. But I absolutely love it. But the other thing is, when you do what you love, it all clicks, and everything else extra, that's just a bonus.
Yes.
So I know in my own soul, and the people that know me, they're like, oh, she's out walking. It's like, oh, you know, listen, I'm in training sometimes till 10 and 11 o'clock at night too. But here's another challenge: turning off the phone and putting it in airplane mode. So we can end on that. That's a tough one, right? For me, but I got to do it. So
Yes, yes. I understand when we are involved digitally and we are all the time connected, it is very tough for us to disconnect, right, from our devices. And here I will have a small, I will say hello to my wife, who is all the time also sometimes saying, you are at home, put your phone aside. You are at home, shut down your laptop. And then,
hi, Anastasia.
and then as you see, when you are so much in it, you feel that it is part of your life. And this is also where I want to maybe have a summary of our discussion, is that, and maybe I need to apply it on myself as well, is that when you do a career shift and you go into digital world, try to have this barrier between your private life and the digital life, right? Where at some point you say, I am going offline, my phone is on plane mode, right? My laptop is shut down, my computer is not there, my multiple devices are disconnected. But I know how difficult it is, right? And hopefully one day also through our webinar series, we're going to talk about mental health, the effect of the digital era on mental health, not only on adults, but also on the teenagers as well, because
absolutely,
it's a big topic. So we don't have a date yet for this topic, but I am sure that it's coming. For anyone who is now following us live, or for anyone who will be watching the recording later, we have a full schedule for January and February already announced on our website. So please, I would recommend and encourage you to go there and register for the sessions which you think are interesting for you. And this is our commitment, to have more professionals and experts like Mary to come as our guests to talk about their experience, about their angle of the digital environment. We know that we are all affected and we are all in it. So with
thank
this,
you so much, Mark. I mean, really, I'm so happy that we met, and we met for coffee, and we continue to grow our relationship. And I'm really happy that you did this today.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being my guest today. I really appreciate it. I know how time is valuable, right? And this is why I always appreciate any guest who is coming and giving us not only 1 hour, because we do lots of preparation beforehand. There are lots of emails going back and forth. So it is more than an hour actually of your time, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Thank
you for our audience who was here with us live today on Zoom and on Facebook. This session is recorded, so it will be on our website as well and on our YouTube channel starting tomorrow, if anyone wants to watch it again. Mary, thank you so much. I wish you good luck with Modere and with all what you're trying to do. I am sure you're going to be a success. And I always say it's not if, it's just about the when. It's a matter of time. And the more we focus, and you are focused, I am sure it is going to happen very soon. So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I want to wish you a great day. And hopefully I will see you again next week on our next webinar. Bye for now. Thank you so much.